Brother, come and learn the truth, man. Come and hear the truth, brother. Come and hear this truth, man. You know your nationality, brother, according to the Bible? What nation you come from, brother? Do you know? That's a good answer because that's an honest answer. No, Chinese man knows his nation, right? And he got his culture, his language, his God. He can go back to China. He have his whole history, right? The white man, same thing, right? Our people are the only one in this condition. What's your last name, brother? Where that come from? What does that mean? You see? That's a bad condition to be in when you don't know your name and your nation, right? You don't think that's the first thing somebody should know? Hi, my name is such and such and I'm from such and such. That's the first thing you tell somebody, right? So if we don't know that, right? The question is, why don't we know that? You know, study. It can't just be that. It has to be that this was taken from us. The Chinese man don't necessarily study. He just study how to open a shop and run a business. But he still have his culture intact. We went through slavery, brother, on slave ships. You know that, right? You know why we went into slavery, brother? I'm going to show you all of that, right? Just let me write this note for these young men here. And then I'm going to deal with you. Because these are the last days and you have to know who you are. And your name. You're going to learn all that today, brother, according to the Bible, because this book was not taught to us. Correct? Brother, I just want 5 minutes of your time, man. Just let me write this for these men here. So you're going to go to YouTube and you're going to put in Hebrew Israelites. Right? That should bring you enough information. Maybe if you want to see me on the screen there, you can put in Israelites in Belize and I might come up here. Okay? See if you can read that book. What that says. Got it? Hebrew, Hebrew, Israelites, Israelites. Alright? I'm gonna let you guys go now. God bless you, man. Alright? Stop swimming. You don't follow religion, brother. I'm talking about a bloodline of people. That's because the Bible was taught by our enemies. How are you going to teach somebody the Bible and you teach them who they are? My mom raised me as Adventist too, bro. Right. Ellen White is a witch, brother. I'm going to prove it to you. I have the book to show you right now. What you going to see? I'm glad you tell me that, man, because Ellen White is a witch, a racist witch, a satanic person. Man. Look at this. Spiritual Gifts. You ever heard about this book? We take this out of print now. We won't print it anymore. Written by who? You ever heard of Review and Herald Publishing Association? Okay, this is a publishing company way back then when she was around, right? I didn't write this book, brother. This is what Ellen White says about us now. Listen to this good. Every species of animal which God created were preserved in the ark. The confused species which God did not create, which were the result of amalgamation, were destroyed by the flood. You know what that word amalgamation means? Amalgamation means when you take two different things and you mix them and they're not supposed to mix. She's talking about white man having sex with animals. We're gonna read on, brother. Since the flood, there has been amalgamation of what? Man and beast. That means the white man is what she's saying had sex with animals after the flood. This is what she wrote, brother. As may be seen in the varieties of races this nonsense here? Babies, so-called black babies to alligators. Call them gator bait. If you go online and look up gator bait, you're gonna see pictures. You understand? You see how they had our ancestors, brother? All of these things were prophesied in the Bible. Let's read that one here. Look. Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in heart and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed you. This is why we lost our history, our culture, our language. But we are the Most High's chosen people, brother. I'm going to show you in the Bible now why we in this condition.
I see when you say they take it away from us.
Huh?
I see when you say they take it away from us. I see why you said that.
Yes, brother.
Take it from us.
It's not ISIS, or what the Bible says. Let's get the book of Deuteronomy. And I'm going to get 5 and 6 to show you that we are a special people, brother. They tell us we are equal out here, right? Everybody equal, right? But if we equal, how come we are there on the bottom? How come the Chinese man have all the shops, the white man have managed to cut and control all the industry? Ashcroft and all them boy own everything, and we equal? Where's the equality? It don't exist. Deuteronomy 5 and 6. You were going to say something? I am the Lord. No, that's not the one. 7 and 6. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So why are we in this condition? Let's get it in Deuteronomy 28. If he make this, if he make us to be above all people, why are we in this condition? Is the question. Yes, we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's in Hosea 4 and 6. Let's see if we could get that real quick. Hosea 4 and 6. But you're absolutely correct with that. Absolutely correct, brother. Hosea 4 and 6, read right here. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I also will reject thee. And thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I also will forget thy children. We are the children that he forgot. And when I'm calling out to people, come and learn this truth, they reject the knowledge. That's why. We don't want the knowledge. We hate knowledge. With knowledge comes responsibility. Right? But in the last days, you probably heard that knowledge is going to be increased. Right? You heard that before? We are in the last days now. That's why knowledge is being increased. But let's get back to why we went into slavery. Deuteronomy 28. It says in Deuteronomy 28, starting with the first verse, this is Moses talking to the children of Israel. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken or listen diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And it goes on to list all the blessings if we obey. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken, or if you will not listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So the Lord said, listen, you are my chosen people. God dealt with us like he never dealt with any other nation. On a personal level. He never went to the China man to talk to them. He never sent no prophet to the white man. Only the children of Israel. Back in Moses' time and all through that time. And we never obey him. So he said, fine, you don't want to obey me? I'm going to let them people who are supposed to be your slaves, you're going to be their slaves. Check it out. Deuteronomy 28:15, we just read that. We'll be cursed if we don't obey. Let's look at some of the curses now. Let's look at some of the curses. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go in one way against them and flee 7 ways. And be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. See this? You probably don't know this history, but in Jerusalem in 70 AD, the Roman general Titus and Vespasius, his son, ransacked Jerusalem, our homeland, and we fled into Africa. And the Africans, who are not our people, sold us to the white man, and he scattered us all through the earth. That's what we're reading right here. Right? Now let's get some other curses now. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Thou shalt grope at noonday. Thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. Thou shalt only be oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. You see, no man can save us, man. Marcus Garvey come, Malcolm X come, Martin Luther come. You know these men. They try to get us to help us. We're still in a worse condition today. Correct? Then it says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. In other words, when we were slaves, brother, you have a child, they sell your child, man. Can you imagine that? Take your wife and go and rape her and then come back to you, and you've got to be kissing her. She just... Can you imagine that, brother? All these things happen to us. Am I lying to you? I'm reading it from the book, man. I'm going to show you about your wife right now, man. Where is it now? Thou shalt betroth a wife or marry a woman, and another man shall lie with her. Another man shall lie with her. You see that? Let's get some more of the curses. Thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, a byword among all the nations whither the Lord shall lead thee. A proverb is something like, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it where? Ever heard that proverb? If you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. That's what these other nations say about us. Okay. You heard, that's a proverb, that's a byword. A byword is something like, come and hear the truth, man, about our history, brother. A byword is something like nigger, black, all these words that they call us. Come and talk to me, man. Brother, I know you're a conscious man. So I'm going to ask you, right, a few questions. You know your nationality, brother?
Actually, all the way from Africa, when I really think about it.
Africa have many countries. Botswana, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Ghana, right? Malawi, I don't say Nigeria already, South Africa, all these countries they have, right? So which one we come from, brother?
Can you really listen?
Okay. What's your last name, brother? Your last name, where it come from, brother? The slave master, true? I could say that, or is it the truth?
Can't really say.
So what is it? What is it? Peace. What that means? If you don't know, that means somebody else give that to you, brother. I know y'all don't have a lot of time, guys. See you here with your family, but I want to share this information with you. Take a look at this chart, right? We are the nation of Israel, brother. We are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. That is our nationality. All these things that happen to us, including losing our history, going into slavery on slave ships, all of these things, the Bible prophesied it will happen to us. I'm going to just read you one verse to show you that. Hold on, hold tight, brother. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2. Listen to this, and I'm going to ask you if this happened to anybody else on the planet. 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and 7, it says what? Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. Did that happen to the Chinese man? Or the white man? Or even the Indian man? No, right? Talk to me. You have a question, you have a query, you disagree with what I'm sharing, what is it? Stand on the side, make the front. Down to the yokes of iron on our neck. That was written thousands of years ago that would happen to the children of Israel. Thousands of years ago in Deuteronomy. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy. That's the 4th book of the Bible that was prophesied in the future to happen to us, man. They call us gator bait because they used to take our picnic in Florida and use them to catch alligator. This is what the white man make a little pencil holder to make mockery of us, brother. You understand? We're in a bad condition, but we are the chosen people of the Lord. The reason why we're in this condition is because we disobey. But the Lord is coming back to put them nations under our foot, brother. The white man is going to be our slave and the white woman our concubine. The same way they had our women, we're going to have them. And this is according to the truth of the Bible, not according to the churches that teach lies. Which part you want me to show you in the Bible that sound the most crazy?
I really think no, I think about that. No way that the Bible part where I read the Lord said that if you come a big church on the corner and so and then collect offering to say come as you are basically.
It never say come as you are. But it never say collect money and make a ministry and collect them. Yahweh Shai, that's Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew, not Jesus Christ. Because the letter J come about in the year 1524. So it couldn't have been Jesus. All of that they lied to. But what I'm saying is, he had a job. He was a carpenter. He wasn't getting rich like these pastors running around, brother. You understand? When they say bring tithe into the storehouse, it was supposed to be for people to get meat or food. And I can show you all of that, but I know you don't have a lot of time. What question you have for me, brother? Even King James, I got the book. Even King James was a black man, brother. King James. This is from Cambridge University in England. They have these books hidden away from us. King James was a black man fighting, and he ruled England, France, Scotland, and Ireland. For our people ruled Europe for 1,000 years. They call it the Dark Ages to try and trick we. All these lies, man. But we're in the last days, brother. And I'm gonna tell you this, right? The next thing you're gonna see, besides World War III, is a cashless society. E-cash and DigiWallet gonna be your only source of spending and making money. And when the government put it on your phone, soon they're gonna want to put it in your hand. But before they put it in your hand, even before they put it in your hand, when it's on the phone, they're gonna say you got to get a next booster. And you got to bow down and do whatever. You could look at this book, I see you watching it. The government gonna control you totally. You check? This is prophesied in the Bible. You heard about the mark of the beast, right? We're in the last days, brother. This is why I out here looking like a madman out here, brother. I'm telling you the truth because I know this thing, brother. I done check out all the doctrines. Muslim, all the Christianity. I even went into Buddhism, Rastafari. All those things are not the truth, man. Got Haile Selassie, right? Went to Queen of England to ask for help. When Mussolini was going into Ethiopia. True or false? True or false, brother? How you don't go to a white woman and ask her for help if you the Almighty? That don't make no sense. But the white man make a deal with the Ethiopians to make them act as if they are Jews. But the real Jews went into slavery, brother, according to the Bible. The Ethiopians never lost their heritage like we did. I know Ethiopians. They don't want nothing to do with us. They think they're better than us, brother. I'm telling you the truth. So here what you have. You don't need more time. All you got to do is go on YouTube, right? And look up Hebrew Israelites. 12 tribes of Israel. If the Holy Spirit is working with you, He's going to guide you to what you need to know. Hebrew Israelites, that's our nation, brother. And our name is Israel. Let me show you that before you go, and then you can go. Last thing before you go, because you tell me your name is some nonsensical name. Just like my name is a nonsensical name. But listen to what the Lord called us, man. This is, here is it now. Isaiah 44. Isaiah 44 says, can you remember he said, let me get Jeremiah 17:5 and then I do that real quick. The woman done gone left you or what? This truth is not for women, man. This truth is for men. Jeremiah 17:5 it says, thus saith the Lord. No, not that. Jeremiah 1. Yes. Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. So we discontinue from our heritage, right? But let me just get that what our name is. Isaiah chapter 44, 45, or 4. So Jacob, my servant, Israel, my elect. Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob named my children Israel. The tribe of Israel, that's our father. We are from the tribe of Benjamin, most likely if we're from Jamaica and these West Indian regions here, right? And this says what? For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, my elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, for though thou hast not known me. Our surname is Israel. One shall say, I am the Lord, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of what? Israel. Israel means Prince of Power. That's our name, brother. So go online, look up Hebrew Israelites, and you know the Most High have mercy on all of us.
probably have to go ahead.
No problem, man. You know what to do.
Thanks for the message.
Go on YouTube and research this thing, man. And if you want to connect with me, if you put in Israelites and believe, you might see one of my videos. You might see this video and all. Alright, brothers? Any more questions before you go?
That's all, but honestly, yeah, no. Honestly, I'm just perplexed a bit, but I want to take it over.
It's perplexing, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Thanks so much.
But the Holy Spirit is going to work with you, man.
Yeah.